we see that major universities and investment groups are moving away from fossil fuels. What kind of projections do you see, or would you be interested in seeing in the city council to move further away from fossil fuels?
Well, again, let me just reference my background. You're talking to a guy who cut his teeth coming up through the oil industry. I spent more times on an oil platform in the Gulf than I'd like to express.
Right.
And I've done a lot of horizontal drilling, and we prototype fracking, Occidental Petroleum. So yeah, it's against my grain to start thinking that way, but my mentality is such that science will prevail. And we have to have a slow transition out of fossil fuels, but the things that we have to do now to be able to start making that process work is to continue with our ban on offshore drilling. I think that would be hazardous to the tourist industry here. I think that offshore drilling could be done safely, but you have to control the bad actors, those who aren't willing to put in the capital and expense to do it correctly. It can be done correctly, it can be managed correctly, but there are too many short circuiters out there, and that discipline has to be applied to everybody. Until that's available, I would like to not see any offshore nearby. Within the city itself, I think that by using I like to think of the opportunities to create commercial opportunities here as incubator conditions. We go and we find a good institution, we find a good educational opportunity, we incubate that opportunity. Cape Coral has a fairly decent workforce by bringing in more STEM programs into our charter school system, by looking for a nuclear educational opportunity with some major colleges like we tried in the past but stubbed our toes. I think it's worth going after that again and doing that in a manner that looks for those kind of technologies that are acclimated to getting that transition to new fuels, because that's where the envelope's going. I like to follow the envelope. And so I think that it would be good to be proactive in that area. And I think that the city can play a role through its economic development department in looking for the right type of educational opportunities to partner with and the right type of industrial partners to partner with. And you don't need an elephant or a big home run. You need singles, you need a few singles to get things started. And you start that, it'll nucleate itself. So that's my whole philosophy, the whole development philosophy, but focused in that area, that's another niche you can focus in, and I think it's a very valuable niche.
Yeah, but Joe, I really appreciate the time that you've spent with us and explaining your views on how you feel that locally, the energy in Florida can be changed and go down a path that's far more sustainable. And I just want everybody else to stay tuned to our channel on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and other social media platforms to get more information about how we can rethink the energy in Florida. Now I want all of you to go forth and spread some sunshine.